Hello and welcome back to formerly digesting DeWitt, now code 998cam. Thank you for joining me today. I got a couple of things I'm going to talk about and go over that I have not seen yet. But first, I wanted to bring notice to a channel that I think you guys will like. So I'm going to give him a plug, I guess you could call it. His channel is Motor One is moving to jail. So Motor One's moving to jail. Spam mail always comes up whenever I do a video. I don't get it. But anyway, I spoke to this person on the phone yesterday at length. Puts out some good content and really knowledgeable content. He's been a corrections officer for a long time. He has his G license in the state of Florida. So yeah, he is the real deal when it comes to anything that you need to know that's related to jail or prison. He knows everything that the inmates go through. And that's why he's kind of upset at at PT Logan. That's why he's upset at Logan, because he knows that the prisoners are on a schedule, and when their schedule gets disrupted, they can't see family members, they're not getting their meds on time, they're not getting their meals on time. That causes a lot of stress on the inmates, and that could cause violence. So yeah, putting the correctional officers, male and female, at risk of getting hurt in the line of duty. So I've gone through and I've watched all of his videos. They're all good. The last one is the best. Does Police Tube want to be the pot or the kettle? If you have not watched it, go and watch it. Go and watch all his videos. They're all fantastic. Let's get him some subscribers as well. I know you guys have been subscribing to my channel like crazy. I appreciate that. Just to see that I'm up to 2,800 and climbing is phenomenal. You're not going to see a lot of drama on this channel. We're only going to go with Jeremy content, the world of Jeremy content, and then other police body cameras and police actions across the country. That's what this channel is going to be about. That's the direction that this channel is going. We may do some other weird off-topic videos from time to time, but that's what you're going to see on this channel. But Motor One's moving to jail. Excellent. He has a lot. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to what prisons go through on a daily basis and how inmates react to certain things. And being on lockdown is very bad because it hypes up the prisoners and it messes up their day big time. And in turn, when you mess with a violent offender's day, say he wanted to make a phone call and couldn't do so, to his baby mama or whomever, to his mother, to his father, to his brother, to his kid, and now he can't do it because someone out there made a video and explicitly said, "This is not satire. I am going to this jail and I am going to break in to this jail and somehow find Jeremy Dewitte." So yeah, when you put words like that, it's going to have to be reported. I was talking to the owner of this channel, Mr. Allen, and we agreed it is the same thing as yelling fire in a movie theater. It causes panic. You can't do it. It is illegal. And if Logan was in Florida, which unfortunately he's not, he thinks he's safe 3,000 miles across the country, he would be put in jail for this. He would have been put in jail for the videos that he made. Whether now he comes out that they're satire, he's changed them around. He's really edited the videos so that way it looks better in his favor. But if you go and you look at We'll look at this one here. I don't know if it's going to capture the audio. Let me see if it does. Let me click on sources here while we're here and see if we can. Yeah, so let's put audio output capture. And let's see if we can't play this.
This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Toby Bahanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is now available on Amazon. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Kind of cool.
And they
I have not gotten it yet.
And they're for what?
But let's go to let's fast forward this a little bit.
Okay, y'all.
So he talks.
Wow. It's been an interesting morning.
Where are we going here?
Been a very interesting morning.
So this is where we're gonna go. We're gonna go right here to where it gets interesting.
Let me know what you think.
And this is why I like Motor One's Moving to Jail's channel. He's holding his mic to his mouth, and he's not saying anything, but you can hear the background in the car. So he's pretending that he's talking on the radio to somebody in the hopes that that person in front of him sees him on the radio. And then he does get on the PA and say that this guy is going to go to jail. And he's hitting the reflectors with his tire. You can see he's not lined up. He's going over the line.
Motherfucker?
But Logan didn't see this coming. The guy that he is harassing and chasing down is an actual officer. And it's not turning out the way that he planned. So he thinks this is all a game, which is not. But he has a fully.
Has anybody ever told you about your license plate cover? You're California exempt.
I love this. California exempt.
That's a DME thing, and you're gonna probably get a ticket for that.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I like how he says people put their hopes and dreams.
I don't think so.
But you can't put California exempt on there.
Oh, it's not on the plate. It's on the frame.
Right.
You know, people put their hopes and dreams on the frame, like I'd rather be fishing or.
So they put their hopes and dreams. So it's not a fishing one. It's not I'd rather be fishing. It's California exempt. I'd rather be a law enforcement officer. And let's just back up here just a smidge. Where's it at? Right there. We're gonna hit here and we're gonna hit.
Oh, it's not on the plate. It's on the frame.
Right.
You know,
Hold on, we're gonna hit right here.
On the frame, like I'd rather be fishing or.
Because we're gonna analyze this for a second. Maybe I did not go back far enough. I did not.
Oh, it's not on.
Alright, so let's hit pause right here. So we can see this is the same duty bag that you put on a passenger seat of a car that every police officer uses. This looks like it may be some zip cuffs. You got a flashlight right here. And from what I see, he does not have a private investigator's license in any state that I could say. Some states don't require it. California, I believe, does require it. But anyway, yeah, his car is fully decked out. He's got wires. You can see some wires here on one of the posts of the car. He's got wires up here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some lights up here in the visors. But yeah, he's got his Avalanche fully decked out, and I wouldn't be surprised if it also said Police Interceptor on the back of that Avalanche, even though Chevy Avalanche did not come out with a Police Interceptor like you see the Ford Tauruses come out, or the Crown Vics. But yeah, I mean, there is Police Tube. There is Logan. That is him. And it's funny because he looks almost like Jeremy Dewitte. And it's funny, it's almost like they are brothers. Because if you look at a real picture of Logan, he's got that Jeremy Dewitte look to him. And he's got the computer laptop mount for the cruisers that go right here. He's also got an iPad set up somewhere. So it's rather interesting.
Can't put California exempt.
And the California exempt is just the priceless.
Right. People put their hopes and dreams on the frame.
People put their hopes and dreams on there. And my hope and dream is to be a California police impersonator.
It's not on the plate, it's on the frame. Right. You know, people put their hopes and dreams on the frame. Like
this cop knows what's up. I wish he'd do his job a little bit better and investigate it a little bit better. And unfortunately, he didn't. So as we go along here, he puts up.
If you found my other YouTube.
I'm going to try to read this. It's a little blurry. I have a better copy that I have not uploaded yet. This is on 7/18/2016 at approximately 12:12. Logan was involved in disturbing the peace traffic on the 91 freeway and exit on Beach. The suspect's vehicle was equipped with lights to simulate police lights. Several video cameras in the interior of his Chevy Avalanche and the laptop mounted on the center console, similar to the MDC mounts that police officers have in their cruisers. He also had a patrol gear bag on the front passenger seat, like every officer, like almost every officer. Some use duffel bags as well. It all depends. But the duty bag in the front is great because you could grab any paperwork that you need, whether it's for search seizure, towing, stuff like that. You can have all your paperwork and everything else you need right at your disposal. And it says, and it goes on and says, which had a let me see what that says. A pose box, a flashlight, and other equipment that police carry on duty. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't mention the zip cups, if that's what they were. And that concludes the city's response to the request for information from the Buena Park Police Department in California. So go out and check this guy's channel. He has a lot of good content. I will be in contact with him again today.
And if you take ramen noodles, and you mix the whole shebang.
I just love the way that he talks to
Florida's going to get their time.
Not intimidated whatsoever. And he hopes that Police Tube comes after him.
So
what you're looking at right here is you're looking at a real man.
If the feds get you for something.
We've already seen the Police Tube has made fake federal documents and submitted them to YouTube. And that was his demise. He is the reason. Police Tube is the reason why Police Tube doesn't have a channel. He could go ahead and try and blame me all he wants in his video that I was the one that took his video down with complaints and complaints to the FBI. Well, of course, if somebody sends me a fake federal document, a federal court document for the Southern District of New York with a case number on it and everything like that, of course I'm going to report that to the FBI because it's a federal offense and it's across state lines. So that would be the investigatory department that would get involved with that. And it took YouTube a year to figure this out. I don't know why it took YouTube so long, but it did, which is crazy. I don't understand how long or why it took so long, because I spelled every detail out to them. I guess it just took them a while to get to it. So yes, I am the reason why Police Tube's channel and the other brother, which was also him, his channels were down. But it stemmed from him sending that fake copyright complaint from a federal document from a real federal document, which is a felony, and he submitted it to YouTube because I received it from YouTube. So he submitted it for monetary gain to take out my channel and keep his channel up and running. So yes, that is a felony. So it's a felony in California, it's a felony in Florida, it's a felony wherever you're at. You cannot do that. And YouTube saw that and they realized, wow, we took down the wrong channel. So surprise, surprise, I came back. My channel's back up, which I am grateful for. I'm grateful for all the new subscribers. If you look here, I am at 2,943. It keeps growing, which is concerning to me because I'm going to put this out there right now. I do not buy subscribers. I wouldn't waste my money buying subscribers, but I could see PoliceTube buying subscribers to try and have my channel taken down, saying, hey, look, I have proof that so-and-so bought subscribers, but check where the credit cards came from. It would all come back to Logan. There's no doubt about it. I do not buy subscribers. I earn them. So my true subscribers, get over to Motor One is moving. Hit that subscribe button just like I did. Let's get him up in count. Let's get him up over 1,000. This guy is popular. This guy's going to be popular because he has a special insight that a lot of us don't, and that is the prison network. So he'll be able to answer a lot of questions. We may do some collaboration videos together. I'm looking forward to that. So that way I could ask him some questions regarding Jeremy Dewitte in prison that he would be able to answer to the best of his ability of what he's doing on a day-to-day basis, which I would believe would be watching a lot of TV, eating some shitty food, and just like going to bed and hearing some inmates yelling throughout the night. And maybe having a cellmate that snores. I don't know if he's going to have a cellmate, though, because he is an actual offender A. So he's going to be placed in protective custody or administrative segregation, whatever they call it down there. So he's going to be protected from the general population, because if he wasn't, there's a lot of people down there that would quote unquote shank him. And shanking means taking any sharp piece of metal or plastic and stabbing somebody with it. That is called shanking. That is why most predators are in a specific section of the jail with other predators. So that's probably where Jeremy's at right now. He probably has a cell by himself, which is even lonelier, and just talks to... I love how he's still talking to... Well, he's talked to some other Ursula, which we're going to get to in a minute, because what I did is I broadened my search. What I did is I went and I looked at all the surrounding counties of Orange County. And I came up, I was looking for Jeremy Dewitte. Just in other counties, I hit Palm Beach, I hit Brevard, Osceola, Polk, Hillsborough, Pasco, Sumter, Seminole. I didn't hit Volusia, I don't believe. So that's one where he may have stuff. I hit Marion. So actually, Volusia County. Let's actually check that because we did not do that. Public records. Online public records. Records of Volusia County. All right. Actually, it would probably be this one right here. We'll check this one. That's public records requests. I don't see... It is going to be the first one. Let's see. So we want criminal information, arrest booking, download. So we want case inquiry, I would imagine. Yes, we're not going to use this for anything malicious and hold anybody against it. So let's see. We don't want the citation number. We want the person's last name, which is going to be DeWitt. First name, we're just going to leave blank. And we're going to hit submit. And there's nobody in Volusia County with last name DeWitt. But for you people out there, Lake County, Florida does have a Jeremy Charles DeWitt. 10/22/21, a misdemeanor case that is open. I have yet to click on this. So let's click on this and see exactly what this is. We may already know. So the judge is Sarah J. Jones, and he's got a public defender, Jessica Marie Smith. One Jeremy Charles DeWitt. Let's see here. So let's look at the charges. The charges are going to be petty theft, $100 or more, but less than $750. He pled not guilty on 9/23/2022. Court events. All right, so we have a lot of pre-trial conferences, traffic misdemeanor sentencing, and a plea negotiation conferencing on 10/24. So I believe they wrapped this case up. All right, so it's larceny, petty theft, first degree, $100. So it's between $100 and $750. This may be the check that he cashed for $300. But that wouldn't make any sense because I don't think his office was in Lake County. There was a warrant put out in 10/22/2021. Affidavit of probable cause. I don't know if we can click any of this. We can't. Let's see what the paper. Yes, we could. All right, so let's see what the affidavit is for the probable cause. All right, so this is the Lake County, Florida. Comes now the affiant Alexa Doherty, a sworn law enforcement officer. The affidavit swears under oath that she has probable cause to believe that certain laws have been violated in Lake County, Florida, and that on or about February 18, 2021, Jeremy Dewitte did commit one count of petty theft in violation of Florida statute that the improvement set forth occurred at 300 West Highway 50, Claremont, Florida, in Lake County. On June 11, 2021, an online report was made by complainant Brandon Scott as a representative of Central Florida Polygraph Services, LLC. This report referenced the fraudulent credit card charge made at the business. Oh, I know what this one is. This one is the one where he failed. This is the negative 37 on Dr. Phil. So he had his own polygraph taken so he could show on his channel that he was telling the truth the entire time and not lies. So basically, I'm going to go over this before I read it. So what he did was he used a credit card. He had his polygraph done. He failed it. So he did a chargeback on his credit card because he failed it. So let's see here. It would be good to get a hold of Brandon Scott. I may do so just to get some information so we know what score he had scored on the polygraph test. So yeah, he's a Central Florida Polygraph Services Limited Liability Company. The report referenced a fraudulent credit card charge made at the business. The complainant advised that a subject identified that on February 18, 2021, a subject identified as Jeremy Dewitte came to the business to participate in a polygraph examination. He stated that Jeremy, the suspect, paid $200 prior to the booking the appointment and an additional $150 at the time he actually had the polygraph done. The suspect made these payments via credit card over the phone. He did it over the phone because if we did it in person, it's harder to do a chargeback because you actually handed the credit card to somebody and they actually had it in hand and it was swiped. Over the phone, they have to enter in all the numbers, so it's easier to do a chargeback on that because he can say, yep, I was never there, which is probably what he did. The polygraph was completed and the subject, there it is. We don't even have to call him. The polygraph was completed and the subject failed the test. He left the scene that day without incident. On June 11, 2021, the complainant received notice from Intuit that the suspects had disputed both payments made from the polygraph, so their card issuer reversed it. The report stated that the card was not present. Without even reading this, I actually knew what Jeremy did. The total loss to the company was $350. So that's how much it costs to get a polygraph. $350. If you want to go and get your own polygraph. The complainant proceeded to research the suspect and found numerous news articles online with pictures of the suspect involved in police impersonation and fraud. Brandon advised that he identified the suspect by these pictures as the subject he completed the polygraph for. So Brandon Scott, the owner of the business, indicated in the online report that he was willing to prosecute on behalf of the business. On June 15th, I spoke with the complainant, which would be the Brandon and his polygraph business, providing additional documentation regarding the chargeback. He advised the facility does not have cameras. However, based on his Google search of the suspect, Brandon is confident that he could identify the suspect as Jeremy Dewitte. So, yeah, and Jeremy Dewitte put on his Metro State YouTube channel. He put a clip of the second polygraph test in his office. On June 17th, I completed and sent an investigative subpoena regarding the credit card information provided to Brandon for payment. I requested to verify that the account used to purchase the polygraph was definitely made by Jeremy Dewitte and not misrepresented. This is due to the purchases being made over the phone and not in person. On October 15th, 2021, I received a request for information from American Express. The report provided indicated that the account in question belonged to a Jeremy Dewitte. The report also included transaction history dating back to early this year to include 2 charges made to Central Florida Polygraph Services. Your affiant, so the officer believes a probable cause exists for the arrest of the defendant for 1 count of petty theft. Detective Alexa Doherty did her job on the 21st day of October. She's a certified officer, and that is just awesome. That makes my day right there. So we're going through here and we're looking. So the arrest affidavit. Let's go through that because nobody's really put that through here. We haven't really seen this. I know this is new because I don't believe I've seen it or anything like that. So this is the Lake County, Florida arrest affidavit, and literally right on top, they make sure that they put there on here what Jeremy's background is. I guess everybody that has a background like that gets that. Okay, fair enough. So let's see, Jeremy Charles DeWitt, 2404 Court Terrace in Kissimmee, Florida. Scars, marks, tattoos, amputations they're on file. His driver's license number, hold on vehicle, no. Arrest location was the Taylor Correctional and Department of Correction in Perry, Florida. So he was already in jail when he found out about this. Yes, he's a U.S. citizen, and he resides in Florida. So he had an active Lake County warrant for petty theft. 1 count. Activity type NCIC, that's the National Criminal Investigation Center. That's where police run your background, and that's where all your rap sheets are. If you have a lot of charges, like if you ran Jeremy through the NCIC, you would come back with a stack of papers printed out because there is a lot of charges against him. There's the statute that he violated, and the bond amount was $1,000. Just trying to see here what else, if anything. Have an active Lake County warrant, petty theft, total bond $1,000. The arrestee did not make any statements regarding this above case to the deputy during transport. This deputy has no knowledge of this case. So Jeremy actually kept his mouth shut during this. And look at, they keep on, they make sure that they know who Jeremy is. As to charge A, there's only one charge. If there is time of arrest and there's probable cause to believe the defendant has committed the offense which he or she is accused and is hereby ordered and adjudged, the defendant, Jeremy Dewitte, is to be detained or post bond as otherwise affixed pending further proceedings. Alright, and he was brought in on 10 o'clock a.m. for a first appearance hearing. So he was notified of his charges, that he shouldn't have done that charge back. He didn't get the answer he liked. He wanted to pass that test. And if he didn't pass that test, he already knew he was going to do a charge back. And life doesn't work that way. You pay for a service, you get that service done, and you don't like it, you still have to pay for it. It's just the way the world works. That happens, and the world keeps on spinning, Jeremy. So defendant's oaths and agreements. So yeah, it just goes the agreement to appear 28th of September, which is interesting. And we're gonna actually delve into something else that we found here, but we're just looking at this here. Just going through order first appearance, affidavit. Alright, so here's where he says that he has no money. He's indigent, which means he has no money. Excuse me, I'm going to do this informally, and I'm going to vape as I do this show. We're already at 31 minutes, but I know you guys haven't seen this stuff, so we're going to go through it. Alright, so this is the application for criminal indigent status, which means Jeremy Dewitte is out of money, so he needs a public defender, and he needs help in the jail. I don't know. I'm not familiar with, and this is why I need to get with Motor One's moving to jail, to see what happens when you're indigent in jail. Like, do you get a stipend or a set amount of money to order commissary, or you just screwed? I don't understand that. I don't know. So he's seeking the appointment of the public defender, and he says that he has one dependent. Do not include children, not living at home, do not include a working spouse or yourself. So he cannot claim Rania, so he has one child. I've taken home income of $0. So he put down that he made $0, even though he had money coming in at the time from YouTube. There's no doubt about that. Because I can tell you right now that I have money coming in from YouTube. I don't have any money yet. It is paid out monthly, and I believe you have to hit $100 before they'll cut a check. Because they're not going to cut a check if you have $10 in the month, because it's going to cost $7, $8 to cut that check. So they wait till it's at least $100, and then they'll cut you that check. But yes, my channel is earning. Thank you to everybody. I try and put skippable ads in there, so that way you guys only have like a 5 seconds, and then you can continue watching. I try and minimize it because I'm not here for the money. It is nice being monetized, I will say that, because any money that I receive will go towards the funds for obtaining body cam footage, because obviously public records do cost money. Body cams cost money because they have to be sent out on disk or thumb drive, or there's several different ways, but they all cost money. Alright, so we go through here, and he checks all this. I have other income paid, and he has no Social Security, he has no unemployment, no union funds, no workers' compensation, no retirement pensions, no trust or gifts. I'm surprised he has no veterans benefits. He should have veterans benefits, especially if he popped his riser while he was jumping into Fallujah, while in the Army for 12 years. If you're in the Army for 12 years and you get discharged, you get veterans benefits. He gets none because he answered no because he was never a veteran. I am more of a veteran than he was. I did go down and I took the ASVAPs. I scored. I don't know if they've changed the way they score everything now, but I was looking to go into the Air Force, and I scored a 98 out of 100, which the recruiter at the time said I could do anything I wanted except be a pilot because of my eyesight. This was early 2000, late 2000, early 2001. So I would have been getting out of basic training and going right over to fight in the war in 2001, right after September 11th. So I don't know if it's a good on me, bad on me, but yeah, I didn't follow through with that. I kind of wish I did, but I didn't. So who knows? Maybe that's why I'm here today. It's not like I had a gut feeling like anything was going to happen. I don't think any of us knew 9/11 was going to happen, but it happened. So yes, I doubt Jeremy even took the ASVAP's test. So let's see here. So child support, he doesn't receive any child support. He doesn't have any rental income, dividends, or interest. Other incomes not listed on a file, like YouTube. Alright, so I have other assets. Select yes and fill in the value of the property, otherwise select no. Cash, none. Bank accounts, none. Certificates of deposit of money or market accounts, none. Equity in motor vehicles, boats, other tangible property. Everything Metro State. He put no. He still has a Metro State. He still has the ghost car, I believe. But he put down no. So he lied on this document for an application for a criminal indigent status. Because we all know that he still has Metro State. And he even gloated on YouTube on one of his channels, like Motor One's Moving, that he's making a lot of money on YouTube or on eBay. But he put down 0 here. And we'll see when this is dated. This is dated September 9th, 2022. So yes, he was making money from eBay. Savings, he says he has none. Stocks and bonds, he says he has none. And equity in real estate. So when he was talking to Jennifer all those times, and he said that his money was caught up in stocks and bonds, apparently not, because he checked no. Which is really interesting. So that's that. We could go through more of this at a different date and just go through the exhibits. I think we're going to break that down into a different video because this one's already pushing 38 minutes. But there's one other thing I wanted to pull up here, and it's Hillsborough County. Because what I saw here when I was searching for Jeremy Dewitte was I saw Ursula DeWitt, 6/28/89. Hillsborough County Judge. So let's see what we got here. We may have to keep on going up. I didn't click on this beforehand, but I saw his mother, Ursula DeWitt, here. There she is. Why is she here? I don't know. But I will say, if I could click out of this, I don't need a certified copy. I need to get out of here. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, so let's see here. It was 30 days, order adjudicated. Oh, so it's all sideways. Alright, so I see here. So we are going to have to do some digging on this because these are all sideways. And we're going to have to go through and look for her name. Probably should have done this before the video, but I did not. And the news will be in here. But anyway, we're going to figure out if I can get out of this. Clicked it a couple of times here. Let's see, can we click out over here? Yes, we could. Alright. So we're going to figure out why Ursula DeWitt dockets multiple cases. Ursula DeWitt, Hillsborough County. I could add a certified copy, or I could view all parties. So I need to figure out why she has multiple docket cases. I wonder what she did. But don't worry, we are going to dig it out, and we are going to find out what she did, because I think it'll be interesting. And we're going to dig up some more on Dylan Vogt, Jeremy's half-brother, full brother, other brother, I don't know. But they're all related. Jeremy Dewitte, Dylan Vogt, Ursula DeWitt, Logan. I believe they're all part of this family. But there you have it. We're going to dig into this deeper, and we're also going to dig into the polygraph that Jeremy did a chargeback on, and we're going to go through all 24 entries, actually 41 entries. There's 2 pages of this that we're going to go through, and go through everything. He waived his right to a speedy trial. So we're going to go through all this. This is going to be a separate video. The case is still open on this. So obviously, a lot of people that covering DeWitt may have missed this. But yes, so here's another interesting part of the Jeremy DeWitt saga, that he did a chargeback because he did that polygraph test on right after Dr. Phil, when he got the negative 37, like the lowest Dr. Phil has ever seen in his 40-year television career. He's never seen a liar like DeWitt. And this guy this guy said that DeWitt failed, even though Jeremy said that he passed with flying colors. Obviously, that's not true, because we hear it straight from the horse's mouth, which is the person that did the test. I believe his name was Brandon Scott. He did the test. Maybe we'll try and get a hold of him, get him on the channel, ask him a few questions about it. I know the case is still open, so I don't know how much he's going to be able to talk about it, if he's going to talk about it at all. I'm not sure. But this is where that's going to go. So wait for that next video. We're gonna do a deep dive into Jeremy DeWitt's chargeback, because he was unhappy that he failed a second polygraph test, the one that he lined up saying that he was going to pass. That's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Because Jeremy expected that he was going to pass this. I don't know how, but he failed the second one miserably and probably scored a negative 37. I don't know. I don't know how they do those things, but they do. So I'm going to wrap this up. I got my phone ringing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. And yes, go to Motor One's Moving to Jail and let me know what you think. Like his channel, subscribe, watch his videos. Great guy. Thank you very much. See you on the next one.